The sign is accurate. This is a thoroughly amateur production. If you can't tell that just by the way it looks, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm Robert McKay. This is Whiskey for Beginners. And the idea of this channel is to take all the information that I wish that I had had when I was just starting drinking whiskey and put it in one place so that those who are new to whiskey don't have to hunt here and there and everywhere. And so you get, or you're going to have, you're going to have whatever, videos like this one, which may seem not all that important, but which in fact do have some practical use. And the way I've been doing these is I just ask a question and I answer it. The question today is, should you always buy something when you go to the liquor store? After all, you go to the mall, you don't necessarily have to buy something. You go to the grocery store, they don't have what you want. You can walk out, not buy anything. Nobody thinks anything of it. But a liquor store is not just like those. Even the big ones, like Total Wine, are somewhat smaller in a sense, even if they're big operations, big chains, big buildings like that. And you get to know people there in a way that I find, at least, you don't get to know people in a grocery store. And like it or not, right or wrong, sometimes the relationship you have with the people in the store is going to determine whether you get a certain whiskey. There are some people apparently, and I don't know this of my own experience, who will go into the liquor store, ask something like, "Hey, you got any Blantons?" "No." "Okay, bye." And they'll just do that for all the stores around town. Well, that's not going to endear that person to those who work in any of those stores. But if you trade at however many stores I trade at two, there are others that are within reach, but I've wound up just trading at those two. You get to know the people there. There are a couple of people I know even at the big Total Wine in Uptown here in Albuquerque. And I know the people at Kelly Liquors in Mountain Run. And that's how I got my bottle of Eagle Rare now. It's gone, and I never did review it. It's okay bourbon. It's not a big deal. It's not worth all the hype and the fuss and bother. But the thing is, I was looking for something else entirely, but I saw a bottle of Buffalo Trace, which here in Albuquerque is a unicorn. You just don't see it on the shelf much. And I grabbed the Buffalo Trace, and I had something else, I don't remember what, in my hand. And one of the people there said, "Hey, we have one bottle of Eagle Rare left. Would you like to have that?" And they had stored it over in the wine to keep people from just snatching it up. They were saving it for people they knew. They were saving it for good customers. Not just somebody who popped in and said, "You got any Blantons?" "No." "Okay, bye." They didn't save it for that. And one of the reasons that the clerk decided to give me the chance to buy the Eagle Rare is that when I go in, I buy something. There's one time when I was brand new, the first time I ever went to that store, that I didn't buy something, but I was on a mission. I wanted some Glencairn glasses, and I didn't have the money to buy anything else at that point. So I popped in, looked at the glasses. I talked to him a little bit before I left, but I left without buying anything. Other than that, every time I've been in there, I bought at least one bottle. And I talked to the people there. And so this is the long way around to saying, yes, when you go to the liquor store, you should buy something. Which means maybe that you don't go to the liquor store often if you have a small budget, if you have to save up for whiskey. Nevertheless, that is the case. You should do that for one simple reason: that relationship that you'll have with the people there. Don't just march in, grab a bottle, march out either. Be polite, be courteous, talk to people. Talk about the weather. You can always have a conversation about the weather. That's always a possibility. But buy something. Be a good customer. And when they have something that's hard to find and they think you might like it, they'll offer it to you. Maybe it'll be Blanton's. I don't know. I've never seen a bottle of Blanton's. I've only seen the one bottle of Eagle Rare. Some of these unicorns are hard to find, and a number of whiskey reviewers have said they're not worth all the fuss and bother, and the Eagle Rare wasn't. But if I had not had that relationship with the people at Kelly, I would not have had the chance to try it. And that's the whole point, isn't it? So as always, I don't know how to end the video, so I'm just going to hit the button. Y'all have a good day.